So this is going to be a video on how to polish your barrel from a black matte finish to a nice stainless or mirror finish. You're going to first take your barrel out. It's going to look just like the slide. It's going to have the darker black finish or whatever other finish you might have on it. You want to plug both ends of the barrel, that way the vinegar does not penetrate the inside of the barrel and screw up the rifling. You'll then take the barrel and dip it in a little tub full of white distilled vinegar. A little Tupperware dish will be just fine. Leave it in there for at least an hour, hour and a half. Some people have left it in there for 6 hours. Doesn't really matter how long. You're going to test it after about an hour to see how well it's working. I only left mine in for about an hour and a half, at which time I took it out and was able to actually use the scouring pad to take the rest of the finish off. You can use the Scotch-Brite's green, gray, red. I personally use the ultrafine. The ultrafine mixed with the Mother's mag and aluminum polish. That only took probably a half hour, and it came out to a finish similar to what you see on the end of this piece. Once you get to that stage, then you're going to continue to use the mag and aluminum polish. People have used the scouring pads. Some people use sandpaper. I really don't recommend that. Anything that's an abrasive that could scratch the barrel is just going to be a bad idea all around. Some people, on the other hand, are really against the Dremels. I say as long as you're careful, there shouldn't be a problem. Most of the Dremel kits will come with polishing attachments. The small one in the center is one that I used to finish up with. Dremel also makes a polishing kit. I did start with the only polisher that they had in the kit. It was a little bit more of an abrasive, a little harsher. However, I needed to at least get down to the bare metal. Once I did use that, it did have somewhat of a silver finish, but it was nowhere near mirrored. That's when I fell back on the buffing attachment, the little tiny one, mixed that with mag and aluminum polish, and in approximately a few hours you get the mirror finish. Now this finish does have, it appears that it's not a complete mirror, but as I've been working on this for a few hours, this appears to be about as good as it's going to be. Well, you can see on the top it is not a exact mirror. It does reflect the images quite well. Once you put it back in the gun, it does function much better than it did before, as there's less friction due to the mirror finish as opposed to the matte black finish. All in all, time from start to finish, probably 6 hours. But again, if you use the Dremel, that's going to reduce the time considerably. However, if you use the Dremel and you're not careful, the edges of the Dremel can slip off. When they hit the metal, you're going to have scratch marks, so you just have to be careful when you're using that. Okay, good luck.